Hello everybody, Dan Hayek here with Matt Doyle for a special scouting report, 24 under 24 style. We're here to talk about snubs.
Yeah, anytime you make a list, you're going to have a bunch of guys who are happy and a bunch of guys who are not. I think we have some guys to look at who are probably not.
Yeah, let's start with one guy who, in our mind, definitely deserves to be there. We actually featured him
Top
on
five.
Between the Lines as one of the best young attackers in this league. It's Kellen Rowe. The production speaks to it. 7 goals, 7 assists. Maybe his problem was all these goals happened after the voting?
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the hottest players in the league over the past month and a half, which, yes, after the voting. He also was coming off the bench and kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit for New England, playing on the wings. Then Jay Heaps moved him centrally, and he's exploded. His ability going forward at pace with touch is, I don't want to say unmatched, but it's elite in this league. Yeah. And I think over the next couple of years, we're going to see him battling with Mick Diskerud and Dylan Powers for that really a number 10 role with the U.S. national team.
That'll be fun to watch. Another guy who might have a claim on a U.S. national team spot in the near future is Chris Clute.
This guy now.
Yeah, this guy is arguably the breakout player of the year.
Yeah, I think he is unquestionably the breakout player of the year. He has 7 or 8 assists from the left back position. Oh, and by the way, he's right-footed.
Yeah,
he can cross the ball on a dime with everybody else, with anybody in the league. He runs like a gazelle. He's become pretty good in possession. Still needs to work on that though. And his defensive instincts are only good, not great. So he does have some stuff to work on, but the raw material is so good, and he provides a different dimension going forward. He is a sight to behold. If you haven't watched the Rapids, and judging by the voting, most of you have it, you need to flip him on this Friday night against Portland because he puts on a show almost every time out.
Now, another guy we mentioned, Kellen Rowe, might have been hurt by when his production happened. Cubo Torres only arrived in the league in July, so it might be understandable that he didn't make the list.
Yeah, he came in with a big reputation. However, that reputation was from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He scored a bunch of goals, then the league figured him out, and he didn't score hardly anything. I think he had 1 goal in his second year with Guadalajara. He's come to Chivas USA, and he's looked really good. He's
Absolutely.
a pure poacher. He's a predator in the box. He makes smart runs, and he finishes. What I would be worried about with Cubo, though, is that it's sort of the same pattern that he showed in Liga MX. Scores a lot right out of the gate. What's going to happen either later on this season or next season if he's still here? Will the league figure him out, and will those goals dry up? However, he does have 7 or 8 by now at this point, so you can't really argue with it. He's a good player, and any team in the league would be happy to take him.
Now, Joao Plata has been a guy who we've all been enjoying this year. Very tricky, very creative player.
I don't know if Toronto fans have been enjoying him.
That's a good point. Yeah. Toronto drafted him a couple of years ago. Now he's doing his thing with RSL. He's one of our snubs as well.
Yeah, he has to be. And look, he got the TFC bump. Anybody any attacker who leaves TFC automatically goes to his next place and has a career year. And that's what Plata has had. What makes him so special is his cleverness in the final third. He's willing to try stuff that's not stupid, that's just a little bit different. And he sees angles, and he plays quickly, and he opens up space where space really shouldn't be. It's something to watch. So I think he's actually a better facilitator than goal scorer. The numbers bear that out without being a true number 10. He's really a distinct little player there. I know RSL are happy to have him.
Let's stick with the attacking players for this last player, and that is Sunni Saad, a Lebanese-American, something that Matt and I can both get behind.
There you go. Cedar of Kansas City. Look, Saad came into the league with a reputation of just being a poacher.
Yeah.
And maybe not being...
He scored like 20 goals his freshman year at Michigan, something like that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not being athletic enough to really do anything else at the MLS level. Clearly that was wrong.
Yeah.
He's become a really good weapon off the bench at left wing primarily, cutting in to get the ball on his right foot, which is a rocket. He has maybe the hardest shot in the league. But he's also done some work on the right side of that 4-3-3, whipping balls in, taking players on one-on-one. And his best asset is how he functions as part of a build-up. He will play quickly, and then he will take space quickly and give the more creative players options. He really is a cog. But even the best teams need cogs, and credit to Saad for embracing that role.
Now, those are our 5 snubs for this list, but of course, there are plenty of great, young, talented players in this league. So I know we left some people out. Let us know in the comments below.